Did I tell you the Gary Player story when I went to the Masters? Like I'm
No.
interviewing him. Pat will tell you. I used to be like 320 pounds. He goes, "Hey, you're fat. You are
Yes.
Americans and Canadians. Butter, bacon, saturated fats. I do 500 push-ups before you hit the alarm clock. I'm Gary Player." And I said, "Thanks, Gary. That's the end of the interview. We're done."
Mayo experience.
Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience presented by Underdog Fantasy. Code Mayo at Underdog Fantasy will get you a $100 deposit match. And because it's Masters Week, you unlock a special free square at Underdog Fantasy as well. You'll get the Scotty Scheffler free square, but Code Mayo will unlock you the Jordan Spieth free square as well. The Pat Mayo Experience Classic draft for round 1 of the Masters is available now on Underdog. It's rake free, $20 to play, so go play in that. And if you do use Code Mayo right now at Underdog Fantasy, you get all of that stuff and you are entered in the $1,000 giveaway as well, where I will be giving $250 to 4 separate people who did that, reviewed the show on iTunes and Spotify, and you can find everything in the Masters Content Hub. That link is down in the description right now. It is the drop page for every bit of content that is coming out during Masters Week, so go bookmark that page and refer back to it whenever you like, and subscribe to the Substack because the final bets will be coming out on Wednesday evening after I go live from Las Vegas at the Circa Hotel with Jeff Feinberg. We will give our final plays. We may even take some questions. All the final news to get you ready for the year's final major. I'm pumped up, and I know as well Bryon Lindeque, the model maniac, is fired up as well. Sir, it's Masters Week. How you feeling?
I am feeling amazing. I know Cam's a little feeling under the weather. I feel amazing. I think it's the Masters Week. They say there's no such thing as a hangover cure. I think the Masters Week, Cam, can take care of business for you just fine. Got the $100 bill shirt on. I think I went 3-3 the last time I was on here compared to having, a black eye. So things are looking up for me, Pat. Really happy to be back in much better shape.
Cam, you're in New York City, and
I am.
you're living the life, huh?
Pat, I haven't stopped drinking since I bet here. I got to be honest with you. It's been amazing. Went out. We had futures on UConn. They won. When we got on the trip, we had 2 delays. I go up to my girlfriend and I go, "I need Ash K. Batea 80-1. She goes, "He's got a 6-shot lead." Ding dong, ding dong. Get a text from my idiot buddy Mike. Not Mike, fast talking Mike, another guy. He goes, "This is in the bag." I go, "What? This is in the bag." I go, "Never say this to me again." Block. I'm blocking him. And I got on the plane. We went to a playoff. I hedged a little bit, but I'll tell you, he got it done. And I'll tell you, left-handers do well at the Master. But I'll tell you, here's a tip for all you young gamblers out there. Know what I hate more than anything? Idiots that think that things are over when you have 18 holes of golf. I've seen guys blow 9-shot leads, let alone 6-shot leads. And I'll tell you something. McCarthy putted like Tiger in his prime. I got to tell you, Pat, thank God Batea won, but never, ever send me "it's a lock." He pulled like an Anderkirk, Pat. And you know what? I like your buddy. He gets it. Stop sending texts when guys are not won. There was 18 holes left. Shut the fuck up and let it play out, you dummy. Haven't you been gambling before, you moron? Come on.
Fortunately,
get a grip.
Batia won, despite pulling his shoulder out of a socket with a fist pump to get to the playoffs. But he stayed dry. Denny couldn't do that. Denny liked to get a little bit wet. I had himself a taste on 18 in the playoff, but Batia cashed the top 20 for us on the Best Bet show and cashed the outright winner at 65-1 as well. Bryon, you were 3-0 last time that you were on, so for the Masters, you can lead off with the gold picks.
All right. I will go with a guy that I've got extreme FOMO on, not in the outright market because his numbers plummeted. But if I told you somebody has 8 top 20s in his last 9 Masters appearances and you can get him at -130 for a top 20, you can go and click on Hideki Matsuyama.
I love it. Love it.
I'm not a Hideki guy, but the week it's coming to a boiling point, and I feel like I might even dip in on a top 5 as well while I'm at that. But my official bet is Hideki Matsuyama -130. Augusta's track record, the course history, so predictive. It's like on steroids compared to any other venue on this course, on this PGA Tour. If you've done it 8 out of the last 9 times, I think you're likely going to do it again for us, Hideki. So don't WD, just go finish T17, baby.
Well, Cam, it sounds like you're like me and have an outright bet on Hideki as well.
I do have Hideki, but I'm not going to make him gold, Pat. But let's get crazy on the show. Give me, you tell me what the best odds is, Pat, because I'm in a hotel right now and I'm betting on baseball and the Pirates are beating the Tigers 3-1 right now. That's great. Let's go with, I'm going to tell you, Xander Schauffele. I had a dream. And the last time I had a dream, Pat, it was a pretty stupid one. I thought Tua Tagliavola was going to the Detroit Lions. It turned out to be a horrible dream. He ended up in Miami. But I love Xander Schauffele this week. And when I talked to Lisa about it, she's like, you know what? I think he's going to show up too. But I told her one thing. He's got to come from the back. So give me Xander Schauffele, top 10, whatever odds you can find me, Pat, because you know me. I'm on like 6 different books right now. And I'll find one that is legal where I am, and I'm going to crush it. Actually, I'm going to New Jersey tonight. So me and Pharrell are going to hit the New Jersey books in New York. And by the way, what are you doing, New York? Like, you have so many people in the city, like, get legalized gambling. Are you stupid? You're leaving billions on the table. Schauffele, top 10 gold.
What was the dream, Cam?
The dream was Schauffele winning the Masters, but it might have been a nightmare. None of my dreams come true. But I have a real feeling that if this guy, don't you think like he's been close before? Like if he comes from 3 or 4 groups back, he posts a number and can win. That's the thing about this guy. Everyone's off him this week. I'm on him. We were on Batia last week. I got Pat. I don't know how you feel about this. I got a feeling about Xander Schauffele doing really well this week. Give him to me top 10. It's my gold pick.
Yeah, top 10 plus 150 is best in market I can get you at the moment, so that will be your gold pick. And I'm with you. Listen, I like Xander as well. I think everyone likes Xander. Anyone who owns a stat sheet likes Xander. But when I just take a look at it, like he is being bet down. He's like 14-1 or 16-1, depending on where you look at the
20.
moment.
I got 20.
Where are you
on earlier though?
Yeah, early. So I'm talking about now. We're betting now. You can't bet that number now. You can only bet a 14 or a 16. You can bet Brooks at 22 if you want to. Like, there's just no way. I don't know if I'm going to bet either. Like, I'm not. I might bet Brooks. We'll see. But if it came down to like, oh, I have one more spot to fill, I can bet Xander at 14 or Brooks at 22. I would just bet Brooks at 22.
Good call, Pat. But here's the deal. Thing about Brooks is I don't know, and I don't know how these live guys are going to do. I know how you feel about it. Like Garcia played well. Taylor Gooch is the guy that people are talking about. I don't know how they're going to do. Their tournaments are 3 rounds. Probably a lot of them are going to be very, very good. Joaquin Neiman fit my, like, Pat, I got to give you guys a lot of respect. I don't have the brains to have spreadsheets and like, think, hey, I'm going back 10 years and looking at these. I watch TV and I write on a pen and paper and go, like it. And then I look back and go, okay, I bet a lot of true form guys. Joaquin Neiman's a guy that I like too, but I think his odds suck. Like, what am I seeing him at? 28-1? That's not good enough for me. But you're right. Brooks Koepka 22-1 that looks very, very good to me. So let's just take Xander at top 10 at plus money. That's what I like. I like plus money. Let's roll.
Yeah, 7 straight major championships with the top 20 finish, Byron, for Xander.
And
Ding
the
dong.
best finish was a 10th only. Isn't that quite the funny situation, right? So he is like refusing to get inside the top 10 in his majors, but he lives inside the top 20. I've got a Xander top 20 for the 4 majors at plus 850 for the year.
Oh, I
feel like that's
That's a great bet.
I actually made one of those wagers as well. I got Corey Connors top 20 at all 4 majors at 40-1.
Hey, that's a much nicer number. I think, if it loses, you feel less shitty about yourself. But we'll see what Connors can get up to across in Europe.
So
I love you, Bailey. You're betting on Connors like in every major. He's so good, but man, that putter, it's like I'd rather be putting like literally with the rake sometimes with Corey Connors. But anyway, I love him too.
He doesn't need to win the tournament. He just needs to come like 13th or something like that.
You're right. No, Corey Connors is amazing. Like the guy puts money in your pocket, but man, that doesn't seem like you to bet Corey Connors. So top 40 in every major. What does it pay?
It's top 20 in every major, but it pays 40-1.
Oh, Mayo, you're an animal. I love you. Good luck.
My gold pick for the week is something a little bit less adventurous, not too sexy, but someone I've had a lot of commitment on. I bet him outright 2 times in a row, didn't come through, although he did cash in each way in Houston. I just like how he's been doing around the greens. He's driving, listen, he has plus distance, and then at Augusta, the fairways are pretty wide. You can hit the fairway here. You just need one of those good iron weeks or a really good putting week, which is something he kind of alternates between. He was T39 in his debut a year ago. I like Taylor Moore, top 40, plus 115, Cam.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Ryan Moore. I was going to say my boy Moops. I miss Moopsy. He's lost a lot of weight like me, Pat, but not through diabetes and hard work. I don't know if he's on Ozempic like Phil, but he looks great. And I'll tell you something about Taylor Moore. You're right. This guy he's an absolute animal. He cashes paychecks. He's a top 40 machine. I like the bet, Pat. I like it a lot, to be honest with you. We're going to get to some other guys later on in the show. I want to have your feeling about the corn eating contest between Schwartzel and Howell. But Schwartzel's, that guy's teeth are so sharp. He's dangerous. Very dangerous.
Well, he's at least allowed at Augusta National. They kind of kicked Charles CH3 out to the curb.
Yeah. CH is out the door, but CS is still in. Not Cam Stewart, but Charles Schwartzel.
Well, Byron, how do you feel about Charles this week? I kind of like Charles at the bottom.
I do.
Yes.
Too.
He's fit between him and Gary Woodland. They're rotating their way into a lot of my lineups at the bottom there in the 6K range. I think Charles a sneaky option, man. He's underpriced in a lot of markets and loves this golf course, loves himself Augusta. And I think he'll definitely take down Fitz in a corn eating contest for sure, Cam.
Additionally, Schwartzel past
Fitz
3
has got
years.
braces though now, right, Pat?
No, the braces are off.
I'm telling you, before he got the braces, that would have been the best. Howell, Schwartzel, Fitzpatrick, let's go corn. Those guys would just crush it hard.
You're forgetting about Stephen Ames.
Oh, good. Pat, you're so smart. Stephen Ames, that guy, literally, imagine a murder mystery, with DNA. It's just like he bites you, you're done. Stephen Ames, great choppers, too. Great call, Mayo. That's why you're the boss.
Byron, you wanted to talk about the weather. I want to talk about the weather. But here's the problem. I don't know what to do.
That's the thing. I don't know either. I think you just keep waiting and waiting. If you're going to be placing these bets, hang tight till tomorrow. If you're not gallivanting around New York like Cam is, but I think we can see what Cam. I mean, Pat, we got scenarios where we only see the AM wave play on Thursday, and then the PM plays on Friday, and the cut happens on Saturday morning. If the thunderstorms happen on Thursday morning,
I think that's probably the most predictable outcome from what I see right now, but. Before, so it keeps, obviously it's the weather report. It's going to change over and over. There seems to be very little rain overnight. So there is a scenario where we're still a little bit out from this. So when you check back on Wednesday evening, when I send out the final newsletter, I'll have the more up-to-date information on the weather. But it seems to be moving towards the morning right now. Where before it was from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Now it's 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Are we going to find a scenario where this is at 1 in the morning until 11 in the morning, and then they can actually get the entire day in, and it's just a super soft course for everyone?
Soft course. I think you'll have the guys that are relaxed, Rory in the soft courses, who knows, but I'm out on Rory this week. Anyway, it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be frustrating because we're going to want to watch golf, and it's going to be thunderstorms and watching reruns of Jim Nance kind of watch Adam Scott roll in a few putts here and there.
Whoa, friends. I'll tell you another thing, too. You know what I love, Pat? On a soft course, who did well on a soft course when we had a delay? Hideki. Remember when he came out again, he went birdie, 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 birdie. He was a machine. He put everything but beside the hole. That's the thing. Who are the best ball strikers? Who are the best guys? If there's any type of rain, those are guys I want to get on. You guys, you remember, Pat, Hideki won because of the rain delay. Thomas was there and all those guys faded. Hideki was a monster. Birdie, birdie, birdie. He was hitting like darts all day long.
I just remember Siwoo having to putt with his 5-wood from that Masters. That's the one thing that sticks out in my mind.
Siwoo Kim, what do you guys think about him? He's actually, a lot of guys that I've talked to think he's pretty dangerous. He's not on my card, but What do you think, Pat?
I wish that like the hundreds would have stuck on him, and now that he's down to 60-1 or something. Like I love Siwoo more than anyone, but that's a bit rich for my blood, Byron. What about you?
I think these two Koreans are going to be shining this Augusta because they've won their gold medal at the Asia Games last year, right? So having like the Rory trying to make it in with the GOAT circles of Bobby Jones and Gary Player and Jack, and then with the slam, and then trying to not get bullet shot at you trying to win a major. I feel like those are the two biggest pressure cooker situations you can find, and now one of them, those two Koreans don't have to deal with that anymore. So I think they're just going to be playing golf. They're not going to be battling for war. It's going to be a good time. And Sungjae plays really good golf at Augusta. It's like his best major by a long shot.
I love Sungjae this week. I absolutely love him. Hey, Byron, did I tell you the Gary Player story when I went to the Masters? Like I'm interviewing him. Pat will tell you. I used to be like 320 pounds. He goes, hey, you're fat. You Americans and Canadians, butter, bacon, saturated fats. I do 500 push-ups before you hit the alarm clock. I'm Gary Player. And I said, thanks, Gary. That's the end of the interview. We're done. Love Sungjae M this week, Pat. I think he's going to be a monster. Definitely a top 20 bet. Love Sungjae M.
Yeah, I'm not touching Sungjae, Byron, with a 10-foot pole. No thanks. Play some better golf. I think it's working the other way. Like Siwoo is riding this career best tee to green form coming in after he gets out of his military service. Sungjae gets out of his military service. He's just putting the feet up and relaxing.
You're right.
Probably on a bender. Like I think, are you partying with Sungjae, Cam? Is that what's going on here?
He's in my bathroom right now. We're ready to rock. I got some Grey Goose for Sungjae. We're just gonna finish the show. We're ready to go. But Byron, I told you when I met Gary Player, it was the funniest thing ever. This guy's like giving people life tips. It's like, hey Gary, I get it. Shut up. Just like don't insult me about my girth. And Pat will tell you, I've lost a lot of weight. So I'll tell Gary Player next time I see him, I'll beat you in a 100-round dash. I don't care if you're 70-something years old, you prick. Anyway, actually, he's not a prick. He's a legend. But anyway, Gary Player pissed me off.
I've stood next to my buddy when Gary called him fat as well. Like he's not afraid to call people fat. He'll tell you if you're out of shape. Gary's going to let you know. It's
I'll tell
it's
Gary
a free
now,
square for you there.
I love you, Byron. I'm going to tell Gary now. Don't ever call me fat again, dude. Let's go. You know what, Pat? Me versus Gary Player, 100-meter dash. Who are you going to bet on? Bet on me. Guaranteed.
Listen, we might see him at the President's Cup, so who knows?
I will challenge Pat. I will challenge Gary Player to a 100-yard race, and I'll drink till 4 a.m. and still beat that guy. I don't care. I know he's 40 years old or whatever. Hey, I turned 49 a couple days ago. Here's the deal, Gary. Don't mock fat people and stuff. I've lost a lot of weight, and if you want to challenge me, I'm down with it. Bet on me. I will beat Gary Player in a 100-yard dash, guaranteed.
What about sit-ups?
Oh, I won't beat him in sit-ups, push-ups, or anything else, but I'll run faster than him.
Okay.
Well, what? Okay,
hey, Byron, that's the deal.
Let's say we can't get Gary Player to commit to challenging you and racing you in a 100-yard dash. Will you commit to racing Cust in a 100-yard dash?
I will. Pat, you know me. Can Cust run?
We ran the 40, and this was 6 years ago now. So Cust was in better shape.
What do you run?
A 7-1-2 40-yard dash. 40-yard dash. 40-yard dash.
Yeah. You know what? Lay $120 with me. It's like literally, I'll take out all my money from TD Bank and my mortgage and bet it on me. Morency will tell you I was wasted when we did that 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine. I ran like a 5.8 or something. Don't worry, Cust is done. He's done. I'll crush him. Well, that's my girlfriend. I can run for a big guy. Like
is she here? I mean, I'll ask her right now. Get her on. Ask her. I'll see how good you can run.
She hates camera. Lisa, can I run fast or what's the deal? Like, yeah, actually, come on, Pat. Come on.
He can smoke him like a freaking crack pipe.
Smoke him like a crack pipe. She says.
I like it.
Sold. Yeah, we can't go on camera for other reasons, but anyway, I will take. Pat, what's the line? Me versus Cust?
I don't know.
The line.
Minus 5,000?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping it's going to be 150.
No.
So I can literally bet on myself.
No,
you should just make it an underdog free square.
Yeah, see what? You know what?
Byron, that's what they did to our horse. Pat will tell you. These idiots that listen to our show. Me and Morency, you used to have a horse called Conflict Diamond. I go, please stop betting on him. Please stop betting on him. They bet on him, and we go from 5 to 1 to 1 to 9. Then he finished 9th. I'm like, you idiots. And all the other horse guys are like, Oh God, please don't leave the horse racing game. Like we made everybody so much money, then her horse was gone. Pat knows. He knows the story.
Yeah, poor. I remember the one race that Conflict Diamond won. It was celebrations around.
We weren't there. Don't even have a picture in the winner's circle, Pat. That's what of a loser I am. Loser.
Head over to Underdog Fantasy right now. Get that deposit match of up to $100. But if you use code Mayo with the Masters coming up, we got some extra special bonuses for you on top of everything. If you use code Mayo right now at UnderdogFantasy.com, you will unlock not one, but 2 free squares for Masters Week. You'll get the Scotty Scheffler free square that everyone is getting, higher or lower than 0.5 strokes on Thursday. However, by using code Mayo, you unlock the Jordan Spieth free square for Thursday, higher or lower than 0.5 strokes as well. Those will become available Tuesday of Masters Week, but get in now at Underdog Fantasy using code Mayo to make sure that you have the best advantages possible. Let's go to the silver picks for this year's Masters. And I do like your idea, Byron. Now that I have the in at Underdog Fantasy, you get the free square for the Masters. Using code Mayo, you unlock Jordan Spieth. Maybe for President's Cup, if you use code Mayo and you've previously signed up with code Mayo, you get a Cam faster than Cust free square, and you can do that with Homa over Corey Connors or something like that.
Yes, must happen.
My silver pick is going to the Nationality market. One of your favorites, Cam. I am taking one of your favorite guys, too. I'm taking top Dane Thorbjorn Olesen at minus 110 over Nikolai Højgaard. Højgaard is where I'm going. I like Olesen. I like your boy, the Thunder Bear. I like him this week.
You know what, Pat? Is that story true where he like whipped it out on a plane and like went bananas? But anyway, I like Thorbjorn Olesen. It was actually one of my bets. I've already made that bet as well. A lot of people are going to bet Højgaard. Thorbjorn Olesen is a really good golfer. He actually played well last week too. For people that don't pay attention, he had a pretty good week. I think Thorbjorn Olesen is the best Dane. Great call by you, Mayo. Great pick. I love it. It didn't make my minerals, but it's been bet.
Byron, silver pick.
I'll second that. Yeah.
Byron.
I'm betting.
Love you.
I'm doing my Breaking 100 article for the Masters. I'll do a bet for every single player in the field. I'll have like a little spreadsheet for everyone to kind of go off of there. And I have Thor as that bet. I think that's an awesome bet. He goes back a long way. Like, he's an old dude. I think he's got quite a lot of experience here that you don't realize. I'm going to go ahead and make my bet here for the silvers. And it's also in a weird market. It's got 5 guys, top senior, Phil Mickelson, minus 140. Versus the likes of Freddie Couples, Vijay Singh, Jose Maria Alazabal, and Mike Weir. If you take a look at what these guys have got up to over the last little while, I think Phil's beat them in pretty much every single year. And as each year goes by, I feel like the age gap, the older you are, the worse that extra year kind of kicks your ass. And I feel like Phil's going to dominate these guys again. He just basically needs to make the cut.
That is one of the best bets that I've ever heard. I know people that bet Phil Mickelson top 10, top 20. Like, honestly, Pat, how do you not bet Phil Mickelson? This guy can play this course blindfolded. It's a great bet.
Yeah, and just look at the losers he's going up against. Like, professional Uber driver Mike Weir is a part of this field. So
hey, settle down. Mike Weir is a great class of wine. Actually, no, those wines suck. I drink quality wines. But anyway, I will take him over Mike Weir any day of the week. Byron, your bet is amazing. And give me Corey Connors, Pat, top Canadian. That's my bet. I don't care what the juice is. Give it to me.
It is, I think it's plus 140.
Sold.
I think
two wins in Texas, 2 of the top 4 last tournaments at the Masters. He can't putt. I don't care. I know everyone loves Nick Taylor. Everybody loves everybody. Oh, you're going to give, no, thank you, honey. My girlfriend just gave me a Coors Light. Excellent. Give me Corey Connors. Let's roll.
Corey Connors plus 120 to be the low Canadian. So the rest of that market looks like Nick Taylor at plus 225, Adam Hadwin plus 260, and Weirzy 10-1.
Pat, have you bought Mike Weir wines yet, or
no? No, I'm a class act, Cam. I'm not going to buy.
Actually, my girlfriend said it was things are done. The winery's done. Didn't make it. Yep, didn't make it.
It's funny because
Sorry.
like Mike Weir just kind of attaching his name to a wine is one thing. Like if Stephen Ames had a wine or like Ian Leggett had a wine, I'd be like, well, that guy probably knows wine because why the hell else would he have a vineyard? Like, but no, Mike Weir, he's just putting his name on stuff.
So right. If Stephen Ames had a wine, I'm buying it by the case. That guy's on fire too on the senior tour. Like he's a winner.
Yeah, like we're still kind of we're ages like I age. He kind of just always looks the same age.
Yes.
You're right.
But
He's Benjamin Button.
yeah,
He's
but
Mike Weir.
but Ames like on the Sonor tour now that he's a good looking dude.
I like see. You're right. Stephen Ames walks into a piano bar and says, "Who wants to have sex with me?" And they're like, "I do." Even though you have huge teeth, I'm in because I know you win money and I know you bring it. Stephen Ames slays older women. That's a fact, Jack. Sorry, Pat. You caught me on a real. Aren't we glad that we're doing this show at 2:00 in the afternoon in New York when I literally went to bed at 8 a.m. and I'm still drunk? Amazing.
I can't believe you went to bed at 8 a.m. I just assumed you would have stayed up until now to do the show.
You have to understand something. You reach a level, Pat, you're younger than me. You go, can I get a 2-hour window in? And Byron knows. Like if you're like an animal, it's like, I couldn't do it. Like, yeah, I go, and then I remembered, I go, God, I did a Calgary hit, like wasted today. And then I go, I got to do a Mayo show at like 2. And then I'm like, oh, I'm in big trouble. I told my girlfriend, I'm like, I'm done. But anyway, we're here, Pat, and we're giving picks. Let's roll. And I like Byron. He's a really nice guy.
Thanks, buddy. I
Thank
appreciate that. I'm glad Gary got you into shape. Otherwise, I don't.
Yeah,
think
you
we'd
tell
ever be
Gary.
friends.
If you see Gary Player in South Africa, you tell me. I'll tell you. Hey, Gary, here's a tip. I lost 70 pounds since you seen me, you fuck stick, and I'll fucking beat you down. I don't care how old you are. I'm gonna crush you, and I'm gonna put you into a pretzel, you motherfucker. Anyway, I love Gary Player, but don't ever insult my weight again. That really pissed me off.
It sounds like he bullied you into losing weight.
He did. Actually, I'm going to give Gary Player a lot of credit for the changes in my life, Pat. I owe Gary Player everything. Not Ozempic, not anything else. Gary Player. I'm Gary Player. You're fat, you stupid Canadian. I was like, shut up, Gary. Like, stop giving everybody tips about life. Just shut up and get the hell out of here. Anyway, I like the guy.
Bronze picks for the Masters. Cam, you're on a roll. Hit us with the bronze.
Bronze pick? You want to hear bronze?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Could we do Sanjay M? Oh,
You
what's
can.
going on back there? Are we getting naked? Sanjay M, top 20. Pat, can we? Bryon, I got to ask you though. I know Pat's done with Sanjay M. Are we in on Sanjay M? Top 20? All he does
I'm
is
not
finish
betting
top
him.
20 at the Masters. You're not
I'm just
betting
going
him?
to play him in DFS. I'm just playing him in DFS.
Oh God, I have so many picks. Honey, who'd you like? Brian Harmon? Was it Brian Harmon? Oh God, Pat, I got to be honest with you. I don't really prepared for a bronze pick, but I got to think. Let me think. Who do I?
You can take. You're allowed to take Sungjae. That's fine.
Yeah.
Sanjay M top 20. He actually does well. Have you seen his track record, Pat? It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's a gagger though. Like that's the one thing about Sanjay is like he can have one day where he shoots 68, then he'll shoot like a 79. But I'm down with Sanjay. So give me Sanjay M top 20. I actually am going to bet that. Not now, but I am going to bet that. And I have a lot of other bets as well. Pat, I almost took Nick Dunlap.
Why?
I know debutants don't do well at the Masters, but that kid's got real stone nuts. Like he's playing great this year. Like he scares me.
He's played okay.
And what do you think about Ashke Batia getting in as a lefty?
Well, that brings me to my bronze pick. Akshay is my guy, so I was trying to figure out what market that I wanted to play him in. So
Yes.
top lefty is only 2-1. He's the second favorite. He's ahead of Phil, he's ahead of Bubba, and he's only behind Brian Harmon. It's pretty close. So I decided just to go YOLO on this one, that I have Akshay Batia as my bronze selection, 9-1 low debutant this year, to beat Ludwig, to beat Wyndham Clark. Yeah, I might as well just bet him top 10 to parlay that together with it, but we'll see. They probably don't let you parlay the same guy in different markets, but 9-1 is where I wanted to go with. And when I went to take a look at some of his top finishes, I didn't love them because he's been steamed. People are betting on him this week, Byron.
They are not afraid to bet Akshay. He's like a crowd favorite, man. It's really, really fun to see him playing good golf. I'm glad he got into the circle and not an alternate event. Lefties at Augusta. Who knows what he can get up to. And I love the fact that you're playing a debutante in the top debutante market. I want to put it out there. Like, I'm afraid to play anybody who's playing here for the first time. I think especially in this weather, you're going to have played here before. So I love just putting him all in the same bucket as the rest of the gang there and seeing what you can get with 9-1. I love it.
That's a great bet, Pat. 9-1. You know what I love about Batia too? He didn't go to no college. Phenom. When you lose a 6-shot lead in a tournament and still find a way to win, you hit a putt to make the playoff. Like, he is so battle tested. I love him, Pat. Like, I'm a real fan. Like, I really think like golf's hard. And the thing about this kid is I like his attitude and everything that he does. I think he's a prodigy. I think he's a genius. And I think it's a great bet. So I want to find a way to bet him too. And I really like where you've gone with Batia because I cheer for that kid. He's 80 pounds soaking wet, but he's 80 pounds. His brain is literally like, that kid is smart. To do what he did, Pat, don't you give him respect? When any other loser would lose like a 6-shot lead and the guy wins in a playoff? Are you kidding me? And he didn't gag. It's just McCarthy went bananas on the back nine. I love this guy. I'm a big fan.
Byron, you have one selection left to go 3-0. Bronze pick.
All right. So I wanted to make sure that I got, if it hit, I would have the best odds ever on the show after Cam took down Scotty, I think, at 4-1 at the Players as the top American. So
Yes.
I'm going to go Will Zalatoris plus 750 for a top 5. I feel like at this golf course, he's in his happy place. He's shown us at the Genesis, at the API, all these big golf courses that he should play well at. He's played well at already. He steps it into like, he skips 2 gears in majors. Like this guy, when he plays
good.
majors, in 33 rounds of golf so far, in major golf, he leads this field in strokes gained. He also leads the field in strokes gained at Augusta. He's got a 2nd and a 6th. He's had 4 top 5 finishes in his major appearances so far. He's playing good. I love Will Zalatoris this week. I've also got him for an outright.
Byron?
So, boom,
I love
chakalaka, baby.
you. I love
Let's
you.
go, Cam. Let's
My
go.
girlfriend, when I was dreaming last night before, like I went to cuddle her, she goes, "What about Will Zalatoris?" And I said, "He's a very dangerous player." And Pat, no one's talking about Zalatoris, right? Because it's like, oh, he didn't play well in the last couple tournaments. Pat, Byron's a great guy. I wish we do more shows together. My lady loves Zalatoris too, and I'm going to bet him. I told you I had a dream about Shoffley. She had a vision about Zalatoris. I think Zalatoris is going to do very, very well this week, Pat. You know, I'm a little bit crazy, but he's 3-0 in the last picks. Byron, you're a maniac. You go 3-0 again. I love the Zalatoris pick. Money in the bank. Let's roll.
Unfortunately, Byron, if I win my Batia
I
low
know.
debutant, that's at 9-1, and then I will hold the record for the longest one.
I know.
That's been given.
I
on
had
the
that
show.
in the holster, though. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to hope that you just don't cash. So we'll try again.
What a friend. Hey, can't we win together? Byron, you
Yeah.
got to do what you got to do.
We'll bet it as well.
I'm the same way. I bet with Morency. Everybody's like, "Sorry, Cam, I'm on the Canucks." I'm like, I don't care. I'm taking Las Vegas. Like, friends are friends, but hey, we got to make our own bets. That's just the way life rolls. Mayo's flush. He's had a lot of winners this year. He's fine. Don't worry about him.
Yeah.
We're good.
I got some extras. Yeah, Cam, I know you like you. You wish we could have 8 minerals or anything like that. I'm going to read you off some other ones that I have. I got a 3-banger to make the cut parlay. Shane Lowry with Siwoo Kim and Cam Young altogether pays plus 135. So nothing great, but I like those 3 guys to at least see the weekend. I was thinking about throwing Hatton into it too, but for whatever reason, Hatton has better odds, like shorter odds to make the cut than Cam Smith does at this point. So I thought that was kind of strange when I took a look at it. I played a top 20 parlay. No, sorry, a top 40 parlay with Hideki, Thorbjorn, Corey Connors, and Siwoo Kim. That is 13-1. And
I like it.
Sergio Garcia, low live player, 18-1.
Pat, I'm going to tell you something. I think Ty Hatton he's another guy that I think is very dangerous this week.
Not to win.
I don't know what I don't know what you're thinking about it. Like I've gone through the numbers and I'm like, I know Sergio and those live guys, he played great the other week. Hatton's dangerous. Don't you guys think Hatton's dangerous? What's his odds?
Not here. I don't think he's dangerous to win here.
Yeah.
He'll play
Not
well. He just gets
How about top 20?
Yeah, sure.
What's Hatton for a top 20?
It's not great.
I'm not. What is it?
Yeah, it's probably like plus 260, plus 250, something like that.
Yeah, I'd want 3 or 4. But you know what, Pat? You're a smarter guy, a better banker than me, and my bank TD fleeces me with fees, and I just accept it. Where you would be in there going, "I'm done with you, and I'm going to another establishment." That's the difference between us. You're smarter, and I just continually get beat up. But I'm going to tell you something. Hatton, in my opinion, is going to be at least on page 2 or 3 of the leaderboard this week. And
Yeah.
I love your bets with those guys. I think that's a great price.
So Hatton is actually plus 180 to come inside the top 20.
That's not enough for me, but I'll probably bet it because I'm a stooge. Come on, Pat, you know me. Anything plus, I go, it's like sex. I look at plus money and I'm like, hey, let's get naked. Let's go.
Byron, do you have any extras to check on?
Yes. You want to
Oh.
get naked over at ESPN
Yes.
Bet. Freddie couples, first round, top 20, 16-1, 14-1, Freddie couples to finish inside the top 20 after round 1.
I like that, Byron. I like your
Yeah.
style. Like, who
That's,
are you? Where'd you come from? Like,
Hey,
you're a South African maniac. You know what? And when you see Gary Player, you tell him next time, let's dance. Actually, I'll get in a boxing ring with him too. One
The
round.
man's
fight.
like 90 years old, Cam. Leave him
He'll
alone.
kill me, Pat. He kills people. He basically told me at the Masters, "I'm going to kick your ass when I was fat. Now I'm skinny. I want a piece of Gary." It's that simple. He shouldn't have come at me. I'm a man that never forgets, Pat.
So
Gary's done.
So to recap what the best bets are for the Masters. My gold is Taylor Moore, top 40, plus 115. My silver, Thorbjorn Olesen, top Danish player, minus 110. Akshay Bhatia, 9-1 is top debutant as the bronze pick. Cam has Xander Schauffele, top 10, plus 150. Corey Connors, top 20, low Canadian, plus 120. And Sung J M, top 20, plus 260. Byron has Hideki, top 20, minus 130. Phil, top Sonor, top old, minus 140. And Will Zalatoris, top 5, plus 750. But I can't let you guys out of here before I know who you're betting on to win this tournament. Byron, who are your outrights?
Outrights, Brooksy, 22. Willie Z, there's 35s out there. I think there's a 40 out there right now. But I jumped in on him at 49 earlier this year, but I'd bet him at 35. And then I have a bet on Matty Fitzpatrick at 40-1 too. I also have a personal Cam Smith 45 that I will be holding on to for
A personal
all
Cam
time's sakes.
Smith. I love it. You know what? Byron's awesome, Pat, because we have a couple of the same guys. Give me, I told you I got earlier, Schauffele, 22. I have Matthew Fitzpatrick as well at 40. I think Matthew Fitzpatrick is going to shock the world and maybe win this tournament this week. Who else do I have? Honey, do we have Brian Harmon? Brian Harmon, 66-1. Those are the bets that I've made now, and I'll make a lot more. But and Hideki and Will Zalatoris, Pat. That's my team right now. Let's party. Let's
party.
rock.
So I only have
I like you, Byron.
I got 3 big outrights in, and I do want to add another before I go to Vegas and get my money in here, and then maybe I'll re-up when I get to Vegas. Who knows? And see if Circa has better odds. I know they're hanging a 70 on Shane Lowry right now, which tops my 50 that I'm already in on Shane Lowry. So I have Hideki at 25, I have Shane Lowry at 50, and Sahith Theegala at 60. I did bet Taylor Moore at 300-1 and Thorbjorn Olesen at 200-1, but that was mainly to get with the top 8 each ways, which pay pretty big on inflated odds. I have no, they're not going to win, but the odds on the top 8 were exponentially better than they were just to bet them top 10. And I do have this out and something crazy happened. So I have those 2 guys down at the bottom. From what you've been saying, so you're holding on to this Cam Smith, Byron. I see him at 45-1 right now, and I have a 30% boost I can put on any golfer with. I can basically take Cam Smith up to 59-1 if I want to.
Yeah. At this golf course, that's a dumb number. Like this is Cam Smith. I mean, he's going to win the Masters before he dies, right? Like that's going to happen. Why not this year?
Or I can take Zalatoris up to 50.
Take Smith. Me and Byron on Zalatoris. You have your guy.
We'll
do it together.
Those are both Byron guys.
Yeah, I would go Zal if I really, were to choose, but Cam is so much fun to watch play golf, man. It's the best.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. That will do it on the best bets. Cam, you're going to get another power nap in before you head to the hockey game?
I don't know. My girlfriend keeps feeding me drinks, Pat. I'm pretty drunk right now. But anyway, I love you. And it was a Pleasure to meet Byron. Yeah, actually, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's a decision. Go all the way, have a power nap or whatever. I love you. Love Byron. Love all the guys there. Shag, you're my guy. Let's win some money on the Masters. Pat, so glad Batia won. When I got off that plane, I was like, thank God he won. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I got money to give it away on the Masters.
Yeah, see, that I think they let us have that one, Byron, because we all had the Akshay ticket that they were like, yeah, just give these idiots some money. They'll waste it all back at the Masters.
Oh, it's a sunk cost in their department, and it's coming back ASAP. So let's have a great Masters, folks. I'm thrilled. I'm taking the 2 days off. I'm going to be sitting in the garage just watching 7 million screens of golf. Breaking 100 will be coming out this evening. I've got every bet for every single golfer you could wish for, and just let's have ourselves a week.
To keep Cam fiscally responsible, can you put some sort of geo block on your bet for every player so Cam can't see that, Byron?
No, Pat, the opposite. I'm going to New Jersey today. Everything Byron bets, I bet. That's the way we roll now. We're a team.
Like
Cam and I are going to the moon, baby.
Maybe I was misinformed on this. Can't you sports bet in New York?
Nope.
Really? I thought they passed. I'm pretty sure you can.
Well, I can't seem to get through on my sites, Pat. So you tell me. But then again, I'm drunk. So sorry, I don't know.
Yeah,
talk to me in 2 hours.
You can. Yes,
up.
you can bet in New York.
Oh, okay. Really? I haven't been able to do it, but hold on. I'll check my phone. And I have a call coming in from Richard Fournier. It sounds made up. I'm done. Love you. Let's win some money. Who's Richard Fournier? Do we know this guy? I don't know.
At Cam Stewart
I
Live on X. Yeah. You can catch him on Sports Grid as well. Rotoballer.com and at The Model Maniac for Byron on Twitter. I'm at The PME. I got giveaways. I got specials, but you can find everything in the description right now underneath the Masters Content Hub. Everything you need to find will be posted in there along with all of the other updates. I will be live with Feinberg from the poolside in Vegas, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday night for all of our final thoughts on the Masters. Good luck this week. I'm Pat Mayo. I'll see you next time.
That Mayo experience! Experience!